So today we're taking a look at the Benks ArmorPro Case for the iPhone 15 Pro Max. For disclosure, this video is not sponsored. No money exchanged hands, but the company did send me this case to review. Benks doesn't get any input in this video though, nor do they get to preview it before it's posted. Basically, I can say whatever I want. Let's take a look at this case. So here's the packaging for the Benks ArmorPro Case for the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Let's go ahead and open it up. And here's the case. Looks like an installation guide here and nothing else in the box. Alright, back to the case. It's made with 600D Kevlar aramid fiber, which is even used in bulletproof and stab-proof clothing. I'm not going to be testing that here. But it should provide some great protection for the phone. The lens frame here is made from aluminum alloy. It looks like the buttons are made of metal too. There's a protective film on the inside of the buttons. I'll touch on that in a bit. The buttons are a little noisy. Let's see if that goes away when there's an actual phone in the case. So here's my 15 Pro Max in the natural titanium color. Let's go ahead and put it in the case. I have a screen protector on, and there's no issues with it with the case on. The lip around the screen is slightly raised, and it should be enough to protect it when laying it on flat surfaces. The lens frame is raised slightly above the lenses too, and it looks great with the natural titanium. Not sure how well this will hold up against scratches, but it'll definitely protect those lenses. I've read about people having problems with the power button, but testing it here, I'm not seeing any of those issues. Now let's see if those buttons still rattle. It's definitely still making some noise, but not enough to bother me. Alright, let's test out those magnets. This is the Anker 623 power bank that I like to use. That's a pretty good connection. Now let's see if I can shake this thing off. Yeah, that's a really strong hold. Let's try to hold on to the power bank instead. Alright, that's not coming off. Definitely some strong magnets on this case. Alright, let's try the action button. I have mine mapped to the flashlight. It's working fine. Doesn't look like there's any play with the frame, which is good. Actually, maybe a little bit of play here at the bottom, but not that bad. Alright, let's take the phone out so I can talk about these buttons. Not sure how this is coming out on camera, but you can kind of see a protective film on the inside of the buttons. People who are having unresponsive buttons had to remove that film to get it to work. I'm not having any of those issues, but it is suggested to remove it for proper functionality. I'll probably just leave them on since I'm not having any problems with them. Alright, let's get the phone back in there. Okay, so I'm going to be using this case in my daily for a bit to see how it performs so that I can give my honest opinion on it. So I've been using this case for a few weeks now and I have some thoughts. First off, I like how slim and minimal it is. The magnet on it's really strong and it looks great with the natural titanium color. What's interesting is that when you look at this case on Amazon, you'll see it noted that it's a frequently returned item. From the reviews, it seems like it might be because of its slipperiness or because of the issues with the buttons. Now this might be an updated version of the case because as you saw, I wasn't having any issues with the buttons. The biggest flaw with this case is that it's definitely less grippy than other cases that I've used. I actually had it fall out of my pocket when I was sitting on the couch too. Now it seems odd that they would go with the slick sides rather than having some texture to give it some grip. Alright, so if you have a rotation of cases, I think this is a good one to add to the mix. But if you're only planning on using one case, this is a good case, but just know it's not going to be as grippy compared to others. Alright, I think that's it. See ya.